welcome to a special Total Geek Live. Here we're going to be trailer trashing the new Thor Ragnarok trailer that dropped today. Here with me are the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Baltimore, Guy, Danny, and myself.
Programs.
Kaiser. So what we're going to do here is we're going to watch the Thor trailer and then we will discuss it afterwards, and then you will watch us discussing the trailer. So, are you guys ready?
Yeah, let's roll.
All right, let's do this.
Ragnarok and roll?
Ragnarok and roll.
Yes, yes.
And
that's how that works.
Now.
I like my Hemsworth.
Like a pinata?
No, I know what you're
Pretty much.
thinking. How did this
Do
happen?
you?
Oh, well, it's a long story.
Okay,
Well, that's going to make the sequels awkward for the next few.
Sorry about that.
Rest in peace, meow meow.
Asgard is dead.
Serious.
Okay, using the immigrant song in this trailer just makes me think of Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
What have you brought today? Tell
This
me.
was based off the World War Hulk storyline, yeah?
Yeah, they combined it.
Well, is it World War Hulk or Hulk or Planet Hulk?
Planet Hulk. Planet Hulk, my bad.
Oh, and that's a diadem that he's wearing. Loki,
Oh yeah.
it's called a diadem.
A diadem?
Sporting the crop top.
Check out diadem.
Diadem, I don't know.
What the hell?
D-I-
Good to know.
Hulk smash!
We know each other. He's a friend from work. Oh, come on.
Wow, look at that.
I love the logo.
I love the titles, man. They're so 80s. So 80s.
Yeah,
Dude, they
yeah.
are-
It fits with the music and everything. It's just, oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely good times.
It's awesome. I was going to try to keep a screen from the... There we go. That'll work. All right, so...
Already 7 million views. Amazing.
So
What,
pretty
this
popular.
video? But we're still recording it. All right, so...
Pretty interesting to see how Guardians of the Galaxy kind of informed this trailer, and maybe
Oh,
even the film. It's very tongue-in-cheek, very fun, and for a lot of the Thor films, this is a departure, which I think is going to be good. And it just looks like a lot of fun instead of a lot of maybe world building that the others were.
Right.
First
like-
one and the sequel.
Yeah, we're invested with the characters now, so now we're just going to go on this journey.
Yeah,
Just have some fun with them.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the total Guardians of the Galaxy vibe right off
Yeah.
the bat, and straight up with the song choice, and then the heavy 80s aesthetic to the logo treatment to the costuming. Now, is that to throw to the Thor Ragnarok comic from the 80s that this is somewhat based on? Is it
Not
like
really.
pulling from that?
I mean, they're pulling a little bit, but I think that they are adapting two different stories into this, one being Planet Hulk and two being the Ragnarok idea,
Right.
which is the death of the gods of the pantheon, Norse pantheon. But I think that the director really went into, let's try to have fun with this and make it an enjoyable, romp.
Yeah, and that's one thing I noticed from it as well. I mean, it's the same thing I referenced from the Wonder Woman trailer. It's like, I like Wonder Woman. I think it's going to be real interesting, and I finally got to see the trailer on the big screen the other night. And again, this just goes with Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers and everything else. It just looks fun. I mean, there's no heavy heavy-handed gloom or doom. It's all just, we're going out and having really awesome battles, and we're giving you your money's worth for just this great 2 hours of entertainment. And of course, this is all leading up to the multi-character Infinity War. And the more I see of these movies, the more it just excites me for that big moment where everyone comes together. But it's just fun.
Well, how do you guys feel though about? I mean, they're kind of pulling a page out of Zack Snyder with Batman vs Superman, where he took, The Dark Knight Returns and the Death of Superman to make BVS. This is kind of the same thing. They're pulling two heavy, story arcs and kind of to form their own story here. Is that an issue, or do you enjoy when they take these kind of liberties? Or
I think because Hulk is unable to do standalone films, and they want to tell stories with the Hulk, and he's got some great ones. This is the only way they're ever going to be able to do it, is if they pair him up with other characters. So I mean, either it's this or nothing, and I'd prefer this.
I think you're right, Guy, because one, the licensing rights are complicated, and he's not able to do that. So when they think about doing this film, they had to think about where it would fit in with the current film. And to be honest, the Thor and the sequels to Thor were not, amazingly wonderful as the other Marvel films. So if they were going to pair someone up to get it a little bit better or a little bit more interesting, this is certainly the film to do it with. And I think they made a smart choice by combining both Hulk and Thor in it.
Right, and as they're working their magic and weaving this whole universe. I mean, as like at the end of Ultron, you see Hulk get into the Quinjet and in stealth mode kills communications, and Quinjets, can travel through space. So he might have easily, second star to the left and straight on the morning, to where he ended up. I mean, he's with Disney, so you could have the Peter Pan crossover. Yeah. They both like green, so.
True.
I just played the clip. We don't have to watch it together. You guys seen the film?
Danny, what did you think about Jeff Goldblum as the Grandmaster?
I love the costume. I love the makeup and his hair and everything. It's classic characters that he takes on. It totally made me think back to Buckaroo Banzai when he was wearing the cowboy hat and the bright red outfit and stuff with his character there. So he likes to take these on. So I'm very, very excited to see kind of how that's going to go. And with them doing kind of taking a piece of Planet Hulk storyline and kind of showing the moviegoers a little bit of that story, who knows that maybe down the road when Disney, Marvel can solidify everything of all the legal mumbo jumbo that is with the Incredible Hulk, maybe they can revisit that further down the line and kind of expand on that story and kind of let people know, well, here's a callback.
Right. I mean, they could definitely go in and do the planet or the worldwide Hulk.
Right, worldwide Hulk.
And focus just on the Hulk. After playing the Planet Hulk
I will
universe.
say they did a great adaptation of Planet Hulk animation.
It is.
Yes, I watched that just last month.
It was really, really great adaptation of it.
Very good.
And the Grandmaster has a little appearance in there. He's not a big part of it, but the Grandmaster, Jeff Goldblum's character, is in there, and which makes sense. I mean, he's this ageless one who has studied all the games of skill and stuff from countless civilizations. So this is right up his alley, so to speak.
Mm.
And I also have to say I'm really excited that we got the director for the film. I've watched him in a couple other movies, and I really enjoyed his actual movies that he's directed as well. So I'm really excited that Marvel took the chance and worked with him on this. I think it's going to be really exciting to make this franchise bring back a little bit of
Yeah, and they took the chance with the Russo brothers, who had the TV background, and they gave us, which many people think is like the penultimate Captain America movie in Winter Soldier, and then brought the goods in Civil War. So now bringing Taika Waititi. Sorry, I almost said Waikiki. My apologies. He's much more indie focused. He started off with acting. He's done some stuff, and I haven't seen What We Do in the Shadows yet. It's on my definitely need to watch list.
Movie.
Yeah, it's on my list also.
really good.
Yeah, you have to see that. But yeah, Waititi's done some episodes of Flight of the Conchords, so the humor should absolutely be there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, when I was looking through that, I'm like, oh, that's credit enough for me.
Oh yeah, sold. And he apparently gets along with Jermaine. He's put him in 2 of his movies since doing those episodes, Eagle versus Shark and What We Do in the Shadows. So
yeah, I just hope that someone tells Thor that his beard is good. You're good at
What
finding
about we work
directions.
together? That moment.
Oh man, which
So
one?
that makes me excited that Marvel, Marvel could be very, very conservative and go with the basically the standard directors out there in the industry, but they're willing to kind of take these chances for the young blood, like this Taki. Is that what you pronounce the first name?
Taka.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, that they're willing to just kind of experiment with some of these new upcoming directors and writers and such, and it's refreshing. It's almost like I wish more movie studios did that.
Well, I think Disney's in a good position where unless they really, really screw up, they can basically do whatever they want to and experiment as much as they want to, and people will still come see these movies.
Right,
Yeah.
and don't forget, I mean, even though these directors are helming these movies, they're part of a huge framework, and any assistance that they need, they've got,
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like they're out there on a limb on their own. It's like they're being guided and massaged while still letting them play and bring their vision.
Yeah.
Except for Edgar Wright.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
So, standout moment in the trailer. Baltimore, you go. We'll go kind of.
Well, it's certainly the moment where Thor and Hulk meet in the gladiator ring, where we work together. That was it's like solidified. I feel like the tone of the movie, while you have this very serious Ragnarok, on Asgard, to start it, you do have this fun kind of a underlying humor that's I think it's gonna permeate the film much. Great part for it.
Right, and it's not really out of character, out of place for Thor, because he's kind of, had that character, or the comedic chops, which Chris Hemsworth has great comedic chops, and they've let him play with that through the Avengers and the first 2 Thor movies. So letting him really shine, this trailer is just, it had me at hello. And goodbye, actually.
What about you, Guy?
There's a lot of great moments. I mean, it's cool seeing Jeff Goldblum now in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's kind of at this point, who haven't they gotten in this thing yet? But yeah, it's just that moment where the gates start opening up, and instead of fear, Thor's like, yeah! And then, no one expects that, and then he just casually tells people, like you said, it's like, we work together, and it's, it's just like they would know or even care, and it's just so funny.
Right.
And then they get into this big, awesome battle that it's going to be probably a good 15, 20 minutes of just epic beatdowns that they've hinted at in other Avengers movies.
So you think this is going to be like the airport scene for this movie, basically the Civil War airport scene?
I'm hoping so.
Just even that weird rivalry that they had in the first Avengers, it's like even at the very end after they won, it's like Hulk and Thor staying together, and Hulk just kind of side punches them, and it's just funny. I think they just have that kind of friendship together, much as you could be friends with the Hulk.
Danny?
The ones that stood out for me are definitely Mignorn, Meow Meow, as I like to call it, like Kat does, her character. It just crumbling into pieces, and it's like, rip.
Now,
I'll pour 40 out for you, Meow Meow.
Now, how much of that do you think has to do with Thor's worthiness, and how much of that do you think is to Hela's power?
Right. It might be a 50-50 thing.
I mean, I'd be curious to see how much of that plays in there. Hela being that character played by Kate Blanchett, looking good, man. Some of the costuming in this just looks amazing.
Yes. I'm very, very impressed with all the costumes in it.
Yeah.
Although the Valkyrie costuming kind of reminds me a bit of the character designs from Too Human, which, if you don't know what that is, was a cyberpunk kind of telling of Norse mythology.
Okay.
And the more computer-looking glyphs on her face kind of just made me think of that whole cyberpunk take on Norse mythology. Which, Too Human, if you look into it, a lot of controversy and stories around that. Anyway, but I just found that.
But was it human enough, though?
No, it was too human.
Was it more human than human?
They need to slow down on the human. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Well, one of the other things this story is going to have to touch on, and they kind of, they showed Loki. Obviously, they've got to deal with that treachery he did at the last of the end of the last Thor.
Right.
Yeah.
So we see the shot of them in the trailer, pulling out the daggers and looking like he's fighting on the side of Asgard, as Hela's basically bringing Ragnarok in. Is he fighting on their side? Because then you then see him up there with the Grandmaster.
Right. Yeah.
It's his purpose, he will.
Yeah, it's whatever best benefits Loki that's how he flows.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and I shared this real quick on our Twitter account at Total Geek Live. I shared this. It was hilarious because a lot of people are commenting on why that huge long couch.
Yes,
that they're sitting
that was
on.
my other favorite thing on there. It's like you got Grandmaster on this side and Loki all the way over here on the other side.
Yeah.
Right. And then someone posted, why the long couch? It's like, well, it's got Jeff Goldblum in it, so there's only one reason that it has a picture of him from Jurassic Park all laid out with his shirt half open. I was like, bravo. I wanted to
Then there's running and screaming and...
life found a way.
Life found a way.
Marvel found a way to get us excited for Thor, because they've never been huge as far as celebrated wise, the movies. Although I think Dark World people find one of the weaker chains in the MCU. I don't know if I'd say that. I liked the first one, huh?
When you compare it to the rest of the Marvel movies that have come out, it's towards, not as great as the others.
Right.
Yeah.
Although I think the first one doesn't get enough credit. I think Kenneth Branagh did a great job and was a great choice, for that movie. I mean, how do you make a rainbow bridge look cool? Right?
Oh, I know.
Sounds like a song. How do you make a rainbow bridge look cool? Ooh.
La la la. So we're all stoked?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Was there anything about this you would trash? Something that just kind of...
It wasn't long enough, but then again, I don't want spoilers.
That's what the movie's for.
Yeah, exactly.
I might say they give away too much. I think the breaking of Mjolnir was a bit too much.
Right.
I think that would have been a great moment to keep in the film as a surprise.
I totally
They could
agree
have
with
they
that.
could have kept her catching it as enough of a what the hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't
Yes,
need to see her-
exactly.
yeah,
And
you-
cut right there. That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Yep. Totally agree with that.
totally agree. That and the two human costuming of Valkyrie kind of it didn't turn me off, but I was like, eh. Makes me think of a not great game, and they shouldn't have done that. Bad costuming.
Bad costume.
Shame,
But all
shame.
the other costuming, like the whole '80s vibe, the crowd shots, and the everything else was great. I mean, as goofy as it kind of looked, and it fit,
Yeah, we get to see more aliens, and I just love that.
Yeah. Well, good time.
So
Yeah.
I wanted
Okay,
to
good.
really quick. I wanted to throw this out here. Do you think that the Ragnarok in the title could be a dual meaning to the cyborg clone that Tony Stark created in the comics that became a villain called Ragnarok?
I really hope they don't go down that route.
Yeah, that was a bad comic book.
Yeah, because I think that was during the Civil War era.
Yeah.
Thor
You
was
don't
missing,
see that.
and Tony, as you saw in Age of Ultron, kind of does stupid things sometimes with his, hey, can we do
Yeah.
it? But did
Yeah.
you stop
Can
to
we
think-
build it? Yes,
Yes,
we
we
can.
Should we build it?
Should we?
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
All right.
But I'm going to anyways because I've got a bottle of scotch in one hand and a whole lot of money in another.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I just wanted to throw that out there because that popped in my head as we were prepping for this video. I'm like, do you think they would, to pull into the... No.
No.
I sure hope not.
We'll see November 3rd.
That's right.
Indeed.
All right, guys. This has been fun. We got to do this for more trailers. I mean, we got Justice League and Spider-Man that dropped. That deserves some, critique and love.
Star Wars should be coming soon.
Right. I read somewhere there's some cinema convention.
Star Wars Celebration.
Well, I read a cinema convention that they were going to show some footage at.
Fine, ruin what I say.
I'm just... It was on the internet, so it had to be true.
What? It's crazy.
Whoa.
All right, I think we're
All right, guys. Same
trailing
time.
off on the trailer here.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. It was all geek to us.
There you go.
Time.
All right.
All right.
So,
We'll get it. We will nail it.
someday.
Eventually.
Yeah.
See you
All
guys.
right. Later.
Bye.
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 Whoa.